All right, I am live on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. How is everyone doing? I'm doing very well. I'm very excited for my speaker retreat that is going to be happening in September, but I want to kind of give you a recap of all the amazing things. So, last week I had my own speaker retreat. It was absolutely wonderful. I cannot wait to share more of the deliverables that we've been able to create. So, we had branding images, we had our professionally recorded speaker reel, and now we are in a place where we are calling in the next group of women that are moving forward with us as they uplevel their speaking. And then this week, I went to a business retreat from my coach, Jessica Rodriguez. Absolutely love her. And I then went to San Diego, enjoyed that. That was a wonderful experience. And I had an amazing opportunity to go to the MOLS conference. And y'all, I'm still on cloud nine. I went to this conference in LA and it exceeded my expectations. I was able to connect and collaborate with people that I have had interacted with for 18 months and beyond through social. And it was great to finally meet them in person. And nothing replaces the energy and the exchange that happens when people meet in person. And it was just incredible. And it was wonderful to talk about my hopes, my dreams, and everything that I want to achieve. So, for anyone that's hesitating on investing in themselves in any sort of business retreat, I am going to highly encourage you, implore you to make sure that you make time for that this year and make it a part of your business strategy because it's through the connections that we're able to grow. We're able to create referral partnerships. We're able to learn from others as we are in this wild, wild west journey of handling our business. Okay. Regardless of what your business is, handling business is a feat in itself. But I wanted to talk a little bit about fear and what often holds us back in our own business. When we're thinking about speaking and we're thinking about what are some of the things that may make us feel like we're not ready, what are some of the things that may come up? And I've heard this from countless number of my clients. I've had people come to me and state, I haven't written my book yet. I've had individuals state to me, I don't have enough followers, right? I don't have enough people that are actually following. Who in the world is going to want to listen to what I have to say? I've had people state that I haven't been in business long enough. Like, who really wants to hear my story? Or my story isn't really fleshed out. Whatever the case may be, what's coming into play is fear. And I want to talk about that because the reason why I've constructed my programs the way I have, and the reason why I host a retreat where we actually meet in person, is because I know how powerful fear is. But I also know the reality of how futile life is and how we're not guaranteed another day. And so I am so invigorated, right? Just by that thought, because I've seen the loss of my own mother come in a matter of seconds. And so having someone that close to me, losing someone that close to me has changed my outlook on life in general. But fear, my friends, is keeping us in a place where we're afraid of being misunderstood. We're afraid of being judged. And we're uncertain in how to go out there and communicate our thoughts, our purpose, our why to the mass collective. I firmly believe, especially after attending this most, how important it is to be in a collective, in a group, and to be surrounded by people who want to see you win, who are on the same journey as you. A lot of times when I've worked with my clients, they often feel like, oh, I'm alone and no one's going to be here with me. No matter what fear may come up, along your way, the most important thing you have to understand is that you're not alone. And I hope that by either you listening to this or listening to my show, The Legacy Speaker Show, or coming to one of my initiatives, you're able to see that you do not have to do this journey alone. And that's why the Speaker Retreat exists. It exists because one of the things that can help you overcome that fear of getting visible, one of the things that can help you get to a place where you're sharing your message and you're sharing your story is by practicing, is by practicing, is by allowing someone to help assist you structure your expertise, your zone of genius, and get it to a place where you feel some measure of relief. The fear is not going to be completely gone, but you'll at least have a foundation where you can start off and say, I at least understand what my purpose is, what my why is, and how to communicate that. And the longer you wait for the fear to magically go away, the longer you wait to kind of figure it out on your own and use Google, right? Or Yahoo or whatever search engine you decide to use, the longer you're allowing that fear to manifest itself deeper in your life and prevent you from actually going out on those stages and setting someone free. Regular practice is necessary and is often the antidote to that fear. Getting prepared, planning, okay, and being flexible, willing to pivot, prepare, plan, and pivot, okay, can get you in a place where you can build towards the goals that you seek. There is a reason why we do the work we do. Each of us has a reason. And many of you have been following me for some time. You've heard my reason. You know why I've started my business. You know why I get up there and I share my story from the stage, or have shared my story from the stage. Really get deep seated on what is your why, right? And then get to a place where you firmly can confirm whether or not you feel that you're deserving of fulfilling that why with greater impact. Because sometimes the fundamental issue is we probably don't feel like we are deserving of receiving the vision that we have in our head, in our mind. How do I know this? I've struggled with this. Just going to the most and going to the conference that I was in, I had a little bit of fear. I believe it or not, even though I've traveled all across the country, I've spoken in front of hundreds of people, I've educated dozens of people, I still get nervous, right? I still get nervous about going out there and sharing and getting visible. But my mission and my why and my vision is pushing me along past that discomfort. And every single time I've honored my story, I've honored sharing my expertise, I've honored showing up, every single time my blessings have been 100-fold. 100-fold, without a doubt. So I want you all to understand that our brain is complex. It compartmentalizes information to keep us safe, which leads to communication issues, biases, and all these other things. But it also can prevent us from showing up and taking up space in a really beautiful way. And what I learned at my retreat that I hosted last 2 weeks ago was how beautiful it was to bring in these 5 women from all different walks of life and to hear them share their stories. And to know that my ability to host that retreat almost didn't happen because I was in a place where I was allowing fear to take the driver's seat in my life. And I'm so happy that I didn't allow it to stay there, because the women that came to this event to hear their stories, to hear what they had to triumph over, in their own lives, whether it is mental health, whether it is the loss of a loved one, whether it is pivoting and being flexible in where they were going to show up in the next leg of their career. Every single one of them displayed courage and bravery, and every one of them was poured into in such a transformational way that they're ready to take hold, take the reins, okay, of the speaking world and not allow any person, any place or thing to prevent them from showing up in a big way. So I am here to let you know that if you're in a place where you know you want to get out there and share your message, you know that you need help with the structure of it. You may not have gotten it all together, right? You may not even know what story you need to pull in. You're not even sure how to structure it so that you can make recurring income. That is what my program is for. And we're hosting it September 8th through 11th. I want to encourage you to apply. April 18th is when my application closes. And I am going to welcome each of you into this intimate container where not only are we refining our presentation skills, but we're getting down to business and we're getting serious about how are we going to structure this so that we can make generational changes in our lives, personally and professionally. I actually want to share with you the t-shirt because this is the t-shirt, the main t-shirt for our program. Okay? My voice will bless the generations after me. I have several others that I sell. But when you show up for yourself, when you decide to finally not allow that fear to set in place, right? When you finally decide to do that, my friends, your choice, your decision to show up for yourself, your decision to stay aligned, your decision to get visible and share your message will bless the generations after you. All right, y'all. I will see you next time. I'm going to be up here pretty much every single day until our application closes. When you apply to the program, or if you have questions about the program, feel free to send me a DM. When you apply to the program, you'll be invited to have an interview with me because we want to make sure that the candidates that come into this program are fit for the program where we can support them. If it's not the right fit, we'll be happy to refer you to another program that we have or another referral partner that can help serve you. We only want to accept people who are in the right mindset to make an impact using the power of your voice. And you can find the link for this in the description. All right. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.